FM. You're listening to Alamo Sport Talk 1230-19. Welcome back to Rio Rancho and the Alamogordo Lady Tigers in another elimination game as they face off against the Piedra Vista Panthers for the second time in this tournament. And already a 4-pitch walk to Maylee Herrera. Emma Lovato, a pitcher that Lady Tigers now are very familiar with. Both teams are going to be very familiar with each other after that 1-0 game yesterday to open things up. Piedra Vista won earlier today against Cibola. Alamogordo beat La Cueva. In there for a strike, and the count's 1-1. No change in the Alamogordo lineup, as it is Maylee Herrera, Mariah Granados, Sydney Lessentine, Haley Evans, Alexis Rodriguez, Amani Kosum, Alyssa Bautista, Rain Daly, and Iceland Ortiz. So if you've been with us for any of these games in the tournament, it is the same lineup it has been, and right at the knees for a called strike on Granados, 1-2. And pretty much same, I think, from the last game for Piedra Vista, with Emma Lovato in the circle behind home plate. It's Adriana Snyder. First base is Ayana Stevens. Second, Danica Wilson. Brooke Cadrain is over at third. A swing and a miss and a strikeout. Lovato, I believe, had 15 or 16 strikeouts against Alamogordo in the first matchup. She was very difficult to figure out for the Lady Tigers. Shortstop is Brielle Sledge for Piedra Vista. Outfield and left is Takira Hood. Center is Isabella Jesse. And right field is Landry Bales. So the winner of this game will play Centennial at 5 o'clock, or basically right after this game finishes. And this is fouled off and out of play by Lessentine, 0-1. Sid, another 15 strikeout performance earlier today in the circle as she picked up the win over La Cueva. Lovato into her motion. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss from Lessentine, and it's 0-2. I was kind of talking with some of the Alamogordo fans prior to the game, and the question was, are we going to get a similar pitcher's duel, 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, something like that, or are we just going to get something completely different? And maybe bats come alive a little bit more in this one. We'll see. Fouled off by Lessentine. That's something that's already a little bit different. I don't know, in that first game, boy, it was just swing and miss for pretty much everybody. Not a lot of foul-offs or a lot of contact made. So both teams have seen, Lovato and Lessentine. So you got to think they should be able to pick up a little bit more. Swing and a miss. Throw out the second is not going to be in time. So it's a stolen base for Herrera, but Lessentine what was the call? Oh, an illegal pitch. No? So it was no pitch. So did Herrera leave early? And so the field umpire is talking with the home plate umpire now. So there was no pitch. I'm guessing that Herrera left early. It had to be the call. So she is out. And so Lessentine 0-2 at the plate. Base is empty now. And that one's just a little bit low. 1-2. Lovato looks in. There's the wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. and 2 strikeouts in the inning for Lovato. So maybe we are going to get that pitcher still again. We'll see what happens. Bottom of the second coming up. Hey, we want to thank our Lady Tiger Fast Pitch sponsors as they have helped us bring you state tournament action. Seaburger Dermatology, accepting new patients in most insurances. 10th in Washington, 575-437-4533. Ochoa Stucco, custom stucco jobs. Call for an estimate at 575-442-6745. First National Bank, whether it's the purchase of a new car, a vacation, or the growth of your business, you can tailor a loan to meet your needs. FNB4U.com. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Lady Tiger Fast Pitch on Alamo Sports and Talk. Call financial advisor Megan Wade at 575-434-5850 for all your investment needs. And we'll be thanking more of our sponsors as we roll along through this matchup. So, Lady Tigers defensively, same as it has been. Sydney Lessentine in the circle. Mariah Granados catching. Rain Daly is at first. Haley Evans at second. Iceland Ortiz at short. Third base is Amani Kosum. Left field is Madison Ruiz. Center field is Maylee Herrera. And right field is Alexis Rodriguez. Lineup for Piedra Vista. Brooke Cadrain in the leadoff spot. Double-digit home runs for her this year. Emma Lovato is in the number 2 spot. She's also a very dangerous hitter along with being a superb pitcher, which usually is the way that goes in both softball and baseball. Danica Wilson is the number 3 spot. And then it's Landry Bales, Isabella Jesse. Then it's Brielle Sledge, Ayana Stevens, Adriana Snyder, and then Ray Worth. So I believe the exact same lineup as game number 1 between these two sides. And we just wonder if we're going to get a similar result from the first game. If you're the Lady Tigers, obviously you're hoping it's reversed this time around. And we're ready to go with the bottom of the first inning. And see Coach Ronnie Reyes having his outfield move in a bit, not playing quite as deep. They're not playing very shallow, but they definitely are playing a little bit more in than they were in the first pitch on this outside to Cadrain. 0-1-0 count. And both the Lady Tigers and the Lady Panthers have gotten the bats going much more consistently after their first game against each other. Oh, first pitch missed. So it's 2-0. Like that one missed inside, 3-0. Well, Lovato gave up a walk to open up the first inning, so we'll see if we get something similar here. And that one's over, 3-1. And here comes the pitch. Ground ball fouled off up the first base side, and the count is 3-2. Oh, practice swing from Cadrain, and she steps back in. Lessentine deals. This one is softly popped up. It will be in foul territory, and Rain Daly gave a really strong effort to get to it, but wasn't able to grab it. Couldn't quite tell what exactly happened there. It was too far close to the dugout, but she wasn't able to squeeze it, and so it'll be another 3-2 count to the leadoff hitter for Piedra Vista, Brooke Cadrain. Swing and a miss, and struck her out. Nice bounce back there from Sydney Lessentine. As she fell behind in the count 3-0, fought back and earned herself a strikeout. And I'm trying to remember the number that she had in the Mayfield game. I want to say it was 12. So I think that would put her at 43 strikeouts between 3 games plus a little more, and that one is going to be a called strike, 0-1. The line and the pitch. Fouled off and out of play. And Lessentine is ahead in the count 0-2. Do you want to mention the other things that are going on up here in the Albuquerque area? You've got track and field state championships. I know I've already seen Zach Sell finish third in the high jump. I believe Yvonne Stinson finished third in the high jump as well. And this one is going to come off the inner part of the bat, and it just died right up the first base line. It just spun, and just kind of a bad break there for the Lady Tigers. Infield single for Lovato. And I think we're going to see a courtesy runner coming up for Piedra Vista for the pitcher Lovato. And it'll be number 1, Ashley Smouse, coming on as the courtesy. As the home plate umpire adjusts his lineup card. And it'll be the lefty Danica Wilson coming to the plate with a runner on first. And 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Lady Tigers, by the way, again in their white pinstripe uniforms, black numerals, gold outlining. Lady Tigers across the front. Piedra Vista's in their white jerseys today as well. Swing and a miss from Wilson, 0-1. Navy blue numerals with silver outlining, and it says Panthers across the front. Fouled off and back to the cage. The count is 0-2. And the lefty steps back in. Runner on first. 1 down. The pitch. And couldn't quite get the call there. It was just a little bit high. 1-2 as she went to the off-speed pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Off balance swing from Wilson. And 2 strikeouts for Lessentine now. Now both pitchers have looked sharp. And Landry Bales will come to the plate, still with the runner on first. And after that infield single. So the right-handed hitter as Bales steps in. And Lessentine sends it. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Now, I'm sure Alamogordo would like an opportunity to play Centennial for the 5th time this year. That's who they would get next. I've been able to figure out the Lady Hawks yet this season, but this would be the time to do it. But got to get past Piedra Vista first. The 0-1. Swing and a miss again. It's 0-2. So Lessentine ahead in the count. It'll definitely be tough for Lessentine to have to throw a 3rd game today if they're able to win this one. Centennial just played once earlier today against Carlsbad. But that's obviously unfortunately, the tough road that you have to go through when you drop your first game. This one fouled off and back to the screen. And to be fair, if you lose your 2nd game either, the only, relatively easier road is if you get to the 3rd round. You only have to win 1 game to get back to the championship series. And we're ready to go with the runner on first. An 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss and struck her out. Gets 3 in the inning. Did give up that infield single, but Alamogordo looking good through an inning, and both pitchers looking on target here. As we'll take a break. You're listening to Lady Tiger Fast Pitch on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Do you need a what loan? Life is messy and things come up. Maybe your graduate needs a used car. Maybe the laptop died. Maybe you're getting ready to furnish a dorm room. Or maybe your kids have outgrown every item of clothing they own. Again, Local Credit Union belongs to you. They offer loans for all of the what that happens in life. Apply online at localcreditunion.com or stop by and see the loan department. Local Credit Union, 9th in Washington, member NCUA.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow and no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Almo Sports and Talk, 12:30, 101.9, top of the second inning, and no score between Alamogordo and Piedra Vista. Bunt attempt by Evans. It's going to be a called strike. First pitch missed, and it's 1-1. Lady Tigers, the number 5 seed. Piedra Vista, the number 4 seed. And then you've got number 1 Centennial and number 2 Carlsbad remaining. It's the final 4 here in Class 5A. There's the pitch. And a bunt, and that's a pretty good one, but Lovato charges on it, fields and throws to first. A good play by the pitcher. It's 1 down. Well done by Evans to get the bat on that. That pitch was very low, but she made good contact and gave herself an opportunity to get that infield single, but Rodriguez will come to the plate with nobody on and 1 down. And I'm sure a little bit different strategy for the Lady Tigers, knowing that, just going up there and trying to swing away, and Lovato was difficult the first time. Called strike to Rodriguez, 0-1. And so, you try to get on base and do what you can any way that you can. If you can get a bunt single, if you can get one or two things here or there. And I think it's going to be the same strategy on both sides, knowing how difficult it is to get anything off of either one of these pitchers. That's in there for a strike. Piedra Vista lost to Carlsbad yesterday in their second game. I believe 5-0 was the final. Is that right? Oh, no, they lost to Centennial. But I think they had actually tied that one up. I think it was 1-1, and then Centennial ended up walking it off later in that game. Foul tip and just went off the glove of the Piedra Vista catcher. Yeah, Carlsbad beat La Cueva yesterday. That was the 5-0 game. Still 0-2 here to Rodriguez. And Tularosa softball probably underway against Loving, needing to win that game in order to take home the championship. Pitch is low, and it's 1-2 to Rodriguez. And then Tularosa baseball taking on Eunice right now. That one started at 1 o'clock. They might be getting close to wrapping that one up. Lovato. Into motion. Here's the pitch. And this one popped up, and it'll get out of play. And we'll stay 1-2. Rodriguez will practice swings before she steps back into the box. Lovato, right foot on the rubber, and left heel back into her motion. And that's low again. And 2-2 now to Rodriguez. Alexis has been very, very solid this entire tournament. And I will say, I feel like everybody through the lineup has had a game or two that has really been positive. Look at the last 3 games, and somebody different has kind of stepped up in different spots. Fouled off again by Rodriguez, and she continues to battle. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Rodriguez steps back into the box. Here's the pitch. That's right in there at the knees, called strike 3. And a good one from Lovato. And you understand Rodriguez probably holding off on that. There had been 2 pitches earlier in the bat that were just a shade below the knees, more shin level. And I'm sure that one probably looked pretty similar, but it managed to stay up a bit more and stayed right at the knees. And it will bring up Amani Kosum. 3rd strikeout of the game for Lovato. And Kosum will step in for the first time in this game. And then time called by Lovato. And she'll reset. That pitch is in there for a strike. And it's 0-1 to Kosum. Kosum with a big 2 RBI triple in the win over La Cueva earlier today. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Had a triple in the game against Mayfield yesterday as well. Anything that gets into the gap or up the line for Kosum, she's very capable of stretching it into 3 bases. And depending on what happens in the outfield, sometimes she can turn it inside the park home run. But she swings and misses here, and the inning is over. 4 strikeouts for Lovato through 2 innings pitched. And the Lady Tigers and the Lady Panthers remain scoreless. Let's thank our Alamogordo Lady Tiger Fast Pitch sponsors. Zuni Electric, Hometown Solar, all parts and labor are from right here in New Mexico, providing no-pressure free estimates. Call 575-437-6514. Sparkland Splash Pool and Spa Service, the only BioGuard distributor in Otero County, 718 10th Street, Suite C, 575-430-8409. Alamogordo Flower Company and the Candy Store has flowers for Mother's Day that will suit any style. Don't forget Mother's Day is Sunday. Offering Mother's Day delivery to Alamogordo, 575-434-2600, alamogordoflowerco.com, 9th in Texas next to Print Plus. And First American Bank, 1300 North White Sands Boulevard, 575-439-9800, online at firstamericanbanknm.com. The Lessentine back out to pitch, and a solid first inning for her. She struck out 3, did give up a infield single. Again, an elimination game here. We've only got, it's so much quieter than it was yesterday. We had 4 games going on each field all day yesterday, and it was down to 3 games a little bit earlier today, and now we're down to 2 for a little while. It was just 1 game that was going on with Gallauth and Lovington playing. And then I believe the winner of that game plays Artesia to see who goes to the 4A championship game against Silver. I'll say it again, Alamogordo, you look at the teams they've lost to this year, and it's been the absolute cream of the crop in New Mexico high school softball. Silver, they lost to them early in the season. Of course, Centennial 4 times. Lost to La Cueva, who they were able to avenge that loss earlier today. And then Carlsbad was the other loss as well. And Carlsbad's in the 5A state championship game, so they lost a 1-run game to Silver, the 4A team. One team that's in the 4A state championship, and another team that's in the 5A. And just shows how good this program has been all season long. And are they able to take that next step? And they were the final 3 last year. First pitch is in for a strike to Isabella Jesse, the number 5 hitter for Piedra Vista. Center fielder getting her first at bat. But a final 3 team last year. Right now in the final 4. And goes off speed, and again another squibber right back up the middle, but this one didn't spin and die right up the first base line in no man's land, so it was an easy play for Lessentine as she fields it and tosses it on to first, and there's 1 down. And it will bring up Brielle Sledge, the shortstop for the Lady Panthers. Very nice day today. The wind has subsided, not nearly as strong as yesterday. It is a bit warm, but pretty darn nice for this time of the year. In there for a strike to Sledge, and it's 0-1. So nothing that really should affect any swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt by Sledge. It's 0-2. But, any high fly balls, the wind really shouldn't have too big of an impact like it did yesterday, unless we do get some breezes that really start to pick up. So nothing to really speak of today with in regards to that. 0-2. High and away, and Sledge lays off, and it's 1-2. That's in there, and it's a strike. And it is a strikeout as Sledge heads back to the dugout. 2 down. 4 strikeouts for Lessentine through an inning and 2/3. And it brings up Ayanna Stevens. Stevens, I believe, was the one that had she's the one who had the walk-off hit the other day. This one is hit over to the left side of the infield. It goes off the glove of Ortiz. And it'll be a runner on first. And it'll be Adriana Snyder. I'll look back through my score sheet. Yeah, it was Stevens that had that RBI single that won the game. And she picks up an early single here. Swing and a miss as Snyder comes to the plate 0-1. Well, certainly a little bit more success on both sides to start this game. I think we went 4 or 5 innings before we had a base runner. Last game fouled off and out of play. 0-2. Lessentine trying to work her way out of this inning with a runner on first and 2 down. The pitch. And she gets it, and there's a strikeout. So 2 strikeouts in this inning. Puts her total at 5 through 2 innings pitched. And the Alamogordo Lady Tigers and the Piedra Vista Lady Panthers in an elimination game are scoreless. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 1019.
Hometown pride. At the Winter Circle, we've got a lot of it. Your one-stop shop for high school sports apparel, letter jackets, polos, hats, and so much more. Get custom embroidery, special t-shirt prints, and plaques. Need something for your business, team, or personal use? We've got you covered.
Hey, this is Alfred.
This is Angelo
From the Winter Circle. It's time to get out and support Alamogordo Tigers and all area teams. Stop by for a Tiger t-shirt and let's fill the stands.
Go Tigers! Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street.
Join OFCU for Celebrate the Freedom of Savings event. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering personal loans as low as 7.99% APR. Vehicle purchases or refinance vehicle loans start as low as 4.99% APR. Start saving today. Apply online at www.oterofcu.org. Offer starts May 17th through May 23rd. Limited time offer. All loans subject to credit approval. Not all will qualify for lowest rate. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 1019. Welcome back here to Cleveland High School in Rio Rancho. And the final games today here to determine who will be playing in the state championship tomorrow at the University of New Mexico. Piedra Vista and Alamogordo in an elimination game to see who can play Centennial next. That pitch will just miss. Maybe a low inside, a little bit high. Emma Lovato back out there for the Lady Panthers. And fouled off by Bautista. Her first at-bat of the day. Top of the 3rd inning. The 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Lady Tigers. Alamo has had a base runner off a walk, but that one is a off-speed pitch. Snagged by the third baseman and a strong throw over there by Brooke Cadrain. That didn't have a whole lot on it. She had to charge on it and make a fast throw over to first. And she was able to get Bautista 5-3 on the first out of the inning. And it'll bring up Rain Daly for the Alamogordo Lady Tigers. As Lovato into the motion, here's the pitch, and that one is fouled off. That came up and in on Daly, and she pretty much had to use the bat as a way to protect herself, and ends up fouling off. She's kind of laughing at that one. I don't know if she lost her balance or if the pitch was just coming more inside than she was expecting. But bit of self-protection there on with the use of the bat. Into the motion. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Now, impressed with as many innings as both Lovato and Lessentine have thrown over the past day and a half, 2 days. They both look very, very good. But, I mean, this is the time of year that you build up for to be ready to throw and compete in this many games in a short period of time. Swing and a miss from Daly, and she strikes out. Strikeout number 5 for Lovato, and there's 2 down in the top of the 3rd inning for the Lady Tigers, and Iceland Ortiz will get her first chance. And she steps into the box with 2 down and no score. Ortiz awaiting the pitch from Lovato. Here it comes. Puts out a bunt, but she pops it up. It is just off the edge of the glove on a diving attempt by the catcher, Snyder. Good effort there from the Piedra Vista catcher. But Ortiz will get another opportunity here with the count 0-1. I think that's what the Lady Tigers' thought process here is to try and put bat to ball, whether it's through a bunt or swinging away, and try to get on any way they can. They know it's going to be difficult against Lovato. This one is a little pop-up that spun on the infield, and thought maybe Ortiz was going to be able to beat that out, but Lovato makes a strong play, throw to first, and the inning is over. 1-3 on the putout, and down in order go the Lady Tigers in the top of the 3rd inning. Let's thank our Lady Tiger Fast Pitch State Tournament sponsors. Thrive in Southern New Mexico helps to bring together businesses, organizations, nonprofits, and individuals to support a thriving community. 575-437-8400. Let's Thrive NM.org. Pioneer Abstract and Title Company at 909 Delaware Avenue in Alamogordo. Call 575-437-5810. King's Treasure. All proceeds benefit Pregnancy Resources Plus, 1500 North White Sands. All right, Lady Tigers back out defensively as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. I will say one thing, Alamogordo, one thing they have had no luck in this tournament is winning coin tosses. They've been the away team in every game. 4 coin tosses, and Alamo just has not been able to win that. So I was joking around with Coach Charlene Reyes previous to the La Cueva game. And, being home, is, especially if we get another game like we did in Game 1 between these two sides, if it's scoreless going to the 7th inning and you're having to, knowing that 1 run ends the game every inning, it's tough. It's not easy. So it'll be a challenge for the Lady Tigers going forward, without a doubt. All right, ready to go. Just trying to see if I could get a score update on the baseball, and that is going to be in for a strike, swing and a miss to the leadoff hitter here in the inning, who is Reagan Worth. A couple of singles for Piedra Vista in this game. They had trouble getting any contact with the bat. She'll swing and miss at that as the lefty misses. It's 0-2. It just sort of depends on the moment whether I'm getting decent enough reception on my phone to be able to check some of that stuff. And that one will just miss, I believe, inside. And it's 1-2 now to Worth. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And another strikeout for Lessentine. She has 6. Piedra Vista will go back to the top of the order with Brooke Cadrain. She struck out her first time up. Lessentine in the line, and here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. A check swing, but that's over for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And a swing and a foul off and back to the screen, and the count is 1-2, or 1-2, it's still 0-2. Just want to add something there. Why? 0-2 the count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. And that's something that the Piedra Vista hitters, they seem to chase high. Mayfield didn't do that a whole lot yesterday. When they did, they were able to make contact. Mayfield's been the one team that's really been able to get some, have some success against Lessentine in this tournament so far. La Cueva late in the game did. And that was after Alamogordo had gotten their bats going. And foul off, and that one deflects off of the home plate umpire, who, boy, he's took that well. That had to hurt a little bit for sure. Looks like he's okay. Certainly, when you're behind the plate, one of those things that happens at least a few times throughout a game. And a swing and a miss. Took something off there and got Lovato in front, and it's 0-2. That was something we didn't see a whole lot in the first game. Was Lessentine was pretty much just throwing all fast stuff. As the tournament has gone on, she's definitely mixed it up a lot more. The 0-2, and that one is going to get to the backstop, but nobody on, and so it's 1-2. Saw that a number of times in the game against Piedra Vista as well. That or pitches that deflected off the glove, but a lot of times there weren't runners on, so it wasn't an issue. 1-2. And getting a piece of it is Lovato, and we'll do it again. Lovato with one of the 2 Piedra Vista hits. And the pitch. And she gets a piece of it, but it's going to go foul. Made some good contact on an off-speed pitch, and it kept hooking up the third base line. And we'll do it again at 1-2. And obviously the challenge trying to time it up with taking a little bit off there. Haven't seen that a ton from Lovato. Yeah, we've seen it a couple of times. She's gotten Lady Tiger pitchers in front on a few. And a swing and a miss as she tried to hold it up on a check swing, but Lessentine will strike out the side in the bottom of the third. She's got 8 strikeouts through 3 innings, and we are through 3 complete, and there is still no score between the Alamogordo Lady Tigers and the Piedra Vista Lady Panthers in an elimination game here at the 5A state tournament. We'll be back. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Communications for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service, it's all about you. Call Tularosa Communications to get connected. 585-2700.
Do you need a what loan? Life is messy and things come up. Maybe your graduate needs a used car. Maybe the laptop died. Maybe you're getting ready to furnish a dorm room. Or maybe your kids have outgrown every item of clothing they own. Again. Local Credit Union belongs to you. They offer loans for all of the what that happens in life. Apply online at localcreditunion.com or stop by and see the loan department. Local Credit Union, 9th in Washington, member NCUA.
And almost fourth and talk, 12:30, 101.9. And Maylee Herrera leads things off. She's heading the count 1-0. And that's in there for a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. So the Lady Tigers essentially went down in order through the first time through the lineup. Didn't have a hit, but did have a walk. Herrera drew that to open up the game. And the pitch will miss low. I think I misspoke earlier when I said Tularosa was facing Eunice today. They're facing Loving in baseball. So it's Loving versus Tularosa a lot today. At least I got the social media post right. Fouled off and back to the screen. Had to go back and look. I was thinking, did I have it wrong there? Loving beat Eunice. That's what threw me off, I guess. So a lot of Loving versus Tularosa. Loving and Tularosa softball are playing for a state title right now. And we'll try to get you a score update if we get one. The pitch. Fouled off and out of play. And the count remains 1-2. Leadoff hitter for the Lady Tigers in the top of the fourth. And the pitch. And she gets a piece of it again. This will get out of play. And continue trying to battle here against Lovato. That's something I see a lot in the first game is Alamogordo to get into long at-bats and force Lovato to throw more pitches. That was, I thought, that what got Mayfield over a little bit against Alamogordo yesterday, is they were just, the at-bats were, 7, 8, 9 pitch at-bats a lot of the time. Herrera again gets a piece of it, and again keeps giving herself some extra opportunities. And so she steps back in. Seventh pitch of the at-bat here. And here it comes. That's in the dirt. And so an easy one for Herrera to hold off on. Herrera, Granados, Lesson team due up in the inning for the Lady Tigers. And the pitch. And a ground ball right to the first baseman, Stevens. And there is one out, so she steps on the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out, but similar to what we saw in that game, Herrera was the most consistent hitter against Lovato. She had a single and a double, and I think that was 2 of Alamogordo's 3 hits against Piedra Vista on Thursday. And similarly, she's drawn a walk and had a really good at-bat there. Didn't come away with a hit, but a swing and a miss for Granados, and it's 0-1. Granados struck out in her first at-bat. And the motion and the pitch. And a bunt. And it's a pretty good one, and it's going to get her on. Deflected off of the third baseman's glove. As Quadrain and Lovato both charged on it. And so Granados gets on. A runner on first, and Sydney Lessentine to the plate. And we're going to see the catcher, Snyder, come out and talk to her pitcher. I believe that's the discussion. I think maybe just trying to slow things down a bit and try to settle back down if you're Piedra Vista with a runner on for the Lady Tigers. So second runner on for Alamogordo. And a long wait here before she toes the rubber, looking over towards the dugout. And now here it comes from Lovato. Bunt attempt by Lessentine is going to be fouled off. And Alamo looks like they're trying to play small ball a little bit here. Just get something going, force the Piedra Vista fielders to have to make plays. They're certainly more than capable of doing it, but, you put the ball in play and things can't happen. We just saw it with that bunt by Granados. Try and at least, force a bit of pressure on him. If you're just swinging and missing at the plate. Lessentine again tries to bunt, but she pops it up, and it's caught, and they're going to throw to first, and they're going to get the double play. Pop out to the catcher by Lessentine, and 2-2-3 to double it up, and the inning is over. So the Lady Tigers tried to make something happen there, but unable to convert, and the inning ends. So it'll be the Lady Tigers and the Lady Panthers scoreless after 3.5. Let's thank our Lady Tiger Softball State Tournament sponsors. Pioneer Abstract and Title Company, 909 Delaware Avenue in Alamogordo. Call 575-437-5810. Alamogordo Flower Company and the Candy Store has flowers for Mother's Day that will suit any style, offering Mother's Day delivery to Alamogordo. 575-434-2600, AlamogordoFlowerCo.com. 9th in Texas next to Print Plus. Thrive in Southern New Mexico helps to bring together businesses, organizations, nonprofits, and individuals to support a thriving community. 575-437-8400. Let's ThriveNM.com. Sparkling Splash Pool and Spa Service. I'm going to get that right before the end of the tournament, I promise. The only BioGuard distributor in Otero County, 718 10th Street, Suite C, 575-430-8409. And King's Treasure. All proceeds benefit Pregnancy Resources Plus, 1500 North White Sands. So it's bottom of the fourth, and Lessentine comes back out. She has struck out 8 through 3 innings, has given up a couple of singles. But outside that, other than the singles, everything's been a strikeout. Oh, no, I'm sorry. There was a ground out back to the pitcher. So every out but one has been a strikeout for Sid. And the lefty, Danica Wilson, will come to the plate for Piedra Vista. She struck out her first time up. And Lessentine. So the rubber. And the motion, here's the pitch. And a bunt attempt is popped up, but it looks like it'll get out of play. It will. And it's 0-1. Kind of interesting to see how different the pitchers will line up on the pitching rubber a little bit differently. You notice Lovato's a bit more to her right. Lessentine works a little bit more to her left off of the pitching rubber. Now, I may also watch in the next batter. It may just depend on the side of the plate that the batter's up, as that comes up and in on the lefty Wilson, and it's 1-1. Wilson, Bales, and Jesse due up in the inning. As we once again have a pitcher's duel between these two sides. That's going to miss low and away. And Lessentine falls behind in the count 2-1. The pitch. Fouled off and out of play. And the count evens up at 2-2. You're just tuning in, bottom of the fourth inning. And the Alamogordo Lady Tigers, Piedra Vista Lady Panthers, scoreless. Winner moves on to play Centennial, basically right after this game at 5 o'clock. And low and away, it misses. Wait, I thought the umpire had called a strike for a second. That one was pretty low. 3-2. So it's a full count on Wilson. And here comes the pitch from Sid. This one popped up right over to Ortiz, and she snags it on the infield. Closer to third base than anything else, but it is a pop out, and it is a first out of the inning. Brings up Landry Bales, who struck out in her first try. And the righty looking over towards her head coach. Will check her wrist cheat sheet before she steps in. And readjust the cheat sheet. Take a little swing. Now step into the box. Lessentine ready to go. Yeah, she still works off that left side of the rubber. A check swing. Pitch is low. Did she go around? So they should check over to first, aren't they? And they're going to now check. She did not go. So it's 1-0 to Bales. It was close, but I think that they got that right. I think she held up before she went around. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off and to the screen on a bunt attempt by Bales. Count will even up at 1 on the Lady Panthers right fielder. And pretty much nothing out of the infield in this game for Piedra Vista. The one single by Lovato was probably 10 feet from home plate, and the other one was deep in the hole on the right side of the infield. And that's a good pitch from Lessentine. Took a little bit off and good spin on it as it curved over the outside part of the plate, and it's 1-2. And the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and struck her out. Strikeout number 9 for Lessentine through 3 2/3 innings pitched. And Isabella Jesse will come to the plate now for the Lady Panthers. She grounded out to the pitcher. She tried to lay down a bunt to open up the inning in the second inning. Looking at it right in front of me, couldn't figure out where it was. First pitch from Lessentine will get to the backstop, very high, and it's 1-0. Sid looks in, and the pitch. This is one that's going to, well, no, they let it go. They thought it was going to spin foul, but it did not. And second time today, one of those has just barely come off the bat and hit the dirt and spun back towards, first time it was the first baseline. This time it was the third baseline that it spun back towards, and it just died. And it'll be an infield single for Jesse. That's pretty much been the story today. Infield singles for Piedra Vista. The positive for the Lady Tigers is they haven't let Piedra Vista get anything going in regards to that. And fouled off and back to the screen by Sledge. And it's 0-1. Brielle Sledge, a strikeout her first time up. Sorry about getting cut off there. We're back. Runners on first and second for Piedra Vista on an infield single, and you probably could have scored that in error up the third base side for the Lady Tigers, but I think I'm going to give it a single, and it'll be a swing and a miss from Stevens, 0-1. Stevens, a single in the second inning, and as I was speaking before we got cut off there, Stevens had the walk-off RBI single for Piedra Vista in the 1-0 win on Thursday. She's got a big opportunity here. She checked her swing. I don't think she went around. Lady Tigers aren't checking, but looked like she held up. And the field umpire's in between first and second, so he probably didn't have the best view of it. And that one actually ended up behind the hitter Stevens. 2-1. She was able to get out of the way of it. So really the first true chance for either team in this game. I think first time either side's had a runner in scoring position. 2-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. That's something the Lesson team did very well against La Cueva earlier today, is when got in situations like this, she was able to work out of it with minimal trouble. Got the first two outs. A couple infield singles. And this one will be popped up and out of play. And we'll stay 1-1 for Stevens. The winner of this game will play pretty much right after this. We'll switch fields, I believe, over to the main varsity field here at Cleveland High School. And pretty much be a doubleheader. Swing and a miss as she chased one upstairs. And Lessentine adds to her strikeout total, which is now, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, double figures now for Lessentine in strikeouts through 4 innings of work, and we remain scoreless as the Alamogordo Lady Tigers and the Piedra Vista Lady Panthers trying to keep their state tournament alive and advance to the final 3. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk. Stay with us.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Hometown pride. At the Winter Circle, we've got a lot of it. Your one-stop shop for high school sports apparel, letter jackets, polos, hats, and so much more. Get custom embroidery, special t-shirt prints, and flags. Need something for your business, team, or personal use? We've got you covered.
Hey, this is Alfred.
This is Angelo from the Winter Circle.
It's time to get out and support Alamogordo Tigers and all area teams. Stop by for a Tiger t-shirt and let's fill the stands.
Go Tigers! Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And we go to the top of the 5th with Haley Evans leading things off. It's still in order for the Lady Tigers. They did, they picked up their first hit in the last inning, didn't they? They did. Granados had a single, but it ended up in a double play. So Lovato has faced the minimum. She has given up a couple of base runners, though, as the 0-1's in for a strike, and it's 0-2 now. Evans grounded out on a bunt attempt her last time at the plate. No score, top of 5. Feels like deja vu. What happens this time now? Swing and a miss as the two pitchers continue to exert their influence on these games. And Lovato now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts. Her strikeout total not quite as lofty as it was in the first game, but I'm sure they don't care. And for Sid, I know she's got 10, but I'm sure she wouldn't care. The team wins. I don't think that matters one way or the other. And that's on the inside corner for a called strike to Rodriguez, 0-1. Alexis struck out her first time up. And Lady Tigers just really haven't made any solid contact. And that's in there for a called strike. It's the outside corner. And the count's 0-2. Rodriguez steps back in, behind in the count. Kosum in the on-deck circle for Alamogordo. And time going to be called. And I think Coach Ronnie Reyes wants to chat it out with his hitter. And so looking to maybe something that he saw that he needed to chat with her in person about there before she faced the next pitch. And so Rodriguez will step back in. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss and struck her out. 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts as Lovato continues to look rock solid here for the Lady Panthers. And the Lady Tigers trying to figure something out here. Let's see if Kosum can get down a bunt here with her speed. Try to get on the base pass and make something happen. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, unable to connect, and it's a strike. 0-1. Kosum will step back in. And Lovato, shake of the wrist, and then grabs the ball, and again looking to bunt. Not sure if she made contact or not, but it's into the catcher's mitt, and it's a strike, and it's 0-2. Lovato winds and deals. And this one is hit in the air towards second. And that is going to be grabbed easily by Wilson. And the inning is over. Pretty quick and routine inning for the Piedra Vista Lady Panthers in the top of the 5th. And the Lady Tigers still have sent up the minimum to the plate. Not 15 up and 15 down, but we've had a double play. We've had a hitter or runner called for leaving early. That led to an out and has kept it the minimum. Let's thank our Lady Tiger Fast Pitch State Tournament sponsors. First National Bank, whether it's the purchase of a new car, a vacation, or the growth of your business, they can tailor a loan to meet your needs. FNB4U.com. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Lady Tiger Fast Pitch on Alamo Sports and Talk. Call financial advisor Megan Wade at 575-434-5850 for all your investment needs. Ochoa Stucco, custom stucco jobs. Call for an estimate at 575-442-6745. Seaburger Dermatology, accepting new patients in most insurances, 10th and Washington, 575-437-4533. Zuni Electric, Hometown Solar. All parts and labor are from right here in New Mexico. Providing no pressure. For free estimates, call 575-437-6514. And First American Bank at 1300 North White Sands Boulevard, 575-439-9800, online at firstamericanbanknm.com. So here we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it'll be the number 8 hitter, Adriana Snyder, coming up for Piedra Vista. And she struck out her first time up, one of 10 strikeout victims for a lesson team through 4 innings. And up and away it misses. 1-0 the count. The catcher, Snyder, looking to get her team started. Piedra Vista got a runner into scoring position in the 4th inning. That's the closest really anybody's come to bringing a run across. There's the pitch, and she swings and misses, and it's 1-1. It's Snyder, then let's see if it's a Worth again. No, they're going to have Takira Hood, the flex player, similar to what we saw in the previous game. She hit in the second at-bat. And so that might be a normal strategy for Piedra Vista. Down and in, the count's 2-1. Brooke Cadrain has struck out twice, and she is the 3rd player due up in the inning. Lesson team behind the count and brings the 2-1. And this one hit the center field, but off the glove of Herrera, and it goes all the way out towards the wall. She charged on it, made the right play initially. She gets it into the infield, but not before the runner advances to second. And it's an E8. And Piedra Vista could be this here. with one out. She made the right read and came in on it and maybe just came in a little bit too far. And when she had to reach up with the glove, she wasn't able to grab it. It was well hit by Snyder. She made good contact on it. And I think that's part of it as well, is she ended up making it difficult for her. That's what we've been talking about, trying to get the ball in play. Even if it's right at him, you kind of make him try to make a play in order to come through for the team. And so now it'll be Takira Hood. We'll see if she's looking to lay down a bunt, move that runner up to third for Cadrain, maybe for a sacrifice fly. I'll be really surprised. Yeah, she's already squaring around to bunt. Tried to bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1. And it's definitely the right decision here to try and sacrifice that runner up if you can. Certainly the corners in the infield and Granados having to be acutely aware with the bunt attempt coming. And this is fouled off, and that'll be off now with 0-2 now. Neither team has had a lot of success on bunt attempts. But she'll step back in. Will Hood behind the count 0-2. Runner on second and nobody out. Bottom of the fifth, and for the second straight inning, Piedra Vista threatens with a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. That's high and away, and it just gets away from Granados, and the runner advances to third anyway, so that's a big, big play there. Kind of similar to what we saw in the game on Thursday. I want to say it was either a wild pitch or a pass ball that moved the runner from first to second, and then Stevens hit it into the outfield. I'm not sure the runner would have scored if she was still on first. So the little miscues in a game like this, fouled off and back to the screen. But clearly the best chance for either team to bring a run across with a runner on third and nobody out. And just looking for a deep fly ball here if you're Piedra Vista. Here comes the pitch for Hood, and that's right in there, called strike three. And there's one down. So a big pitch from Lessentine as she gets the strikeout, but still some work to do as Cadrain comes to the plate. She has struck out twice. I talked about what a dangerous hitter she is, hitting well over 400. She's hit double-digit home runs this season. And she fouls this one. Oh, she pops it up on the infield. And Lessentine's got it, and there's two down. So the Lady Tigers with two big plays as they get a pop out and a strikeout, and they take the sacrifice fly out of order here for Piedra Vista. And now they need a base hit, and Emma Lovato, trying to help her own cause, comes to the plate. Strikeout and a single in her two opportunities. If she can do what she did that first at-bat where the ball just dives at the first base line, might bring the run in. Who knows? This one, a pop-up on the infield, and it is caught by Ortiz, and the Lady Tigers are able to get out of the inning with nothing across. Huge, huge moment in this game as the runner on third with nobody out. They get a strikeout, and they get two pop-outs, and we go to the top of the sixth inning and remain scoreless. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Join OFCU for Celebrate the Freedom of Savings event. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering personal loans as low as 7.99% APR. Vehicle purchases or refinance vehicle loans start as low as 4.99% APR. Start saving today. Apply online at www.oterofcu.com. tulurosa.org. Offer starts May 17th through May 23rd. Limited time offer. All loans subject to credit approval. Not all will qualify for lowest rate. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Tularosa Communication is now offering the smart Wi-Fi with built-in network security and enhanced parental controls. Do you have kids at home that you want to protect from overexposure on the internet? Block content, set internet time limits, or app and website restrictions for each family member in the house. Get notified when you have a network intrusion and reroute bandwidth to devices that matter the most, all from an app on your phone. Take control of your internet with Tularosa Communications. Visit tularosa.net or call 585-2700 for more information.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 12:30, 101.9. A swing and a miss from Alyssa Bautista to begin the inning. And the count is 0-1. 7-8-9 in the order due up for the Tigers in the top of the sixth. And hits this one to the left side. It's going to be a difficult play, throw to first, but the throw beats her out. Nice work there by the shortstop Sledge. Bautista hustled the best she could up that first base line, but just wasn't quite enough. 6-3 on the putout, and there's one down. Do have an update from over at the University of New Mexico. Thanks to the NMAA, it's Loving 9, Tularosa 1, top of 5 in the IF game to determine the Class Single-A, Double-A state champions. So Lady Cats have some work to do to try and come back and get that state title. Fouled off and back to the screen by Rain Daly, 0-1. I do not have an update for you guys on Tularosa and Loving in baseball. Now the softball score that we just gave you guys. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss from Daly. And it's 0-2. Lady Tiger fans trying to pump up the team. Try to get something going at the plate. Lady Tigers will have the heart of the order at the top of the seventh. If they can put something together here in the bottom half, maybe you can get them this inning. She gets a piece of it, but sends it foul. And the count will remain 0-2. Ortiz awaits in the on-deck circle for Alamogordo. Emma Lovato continues in the circle for Piedra Vista. She's been just as good as she was the other day. That one stays high, and Daly will hold up. They check the umpire at the first baseline. He says she did not go, and the count 1-2 on Daly. Here's the pitch. And she holds off, and Piedra Vista wanted that call, didn't get it. It was very, very close, but I think it was below the knees. Or at least the call was that it was below the knees, 2-2. So Daly will get another opportunity. There's the pitch. And she gets a piece of it. And a good at-bat here from Rain Daly. She's worked it to a 7-pitch at-bat. Like I said, that's something Alamogordo hasn't done a lot against Lovato. Herrera did it in the first inning, but you look through here, and there's just not a lot of at-bats where Alamogordo is getting 7, 8, 9 opportunities to the plate. And, sometimes you just get the pitcher to throw you something that she can actually handle if you can keep giving yourself opportunities. 2-2. And she, again, gets a piece of it and sends it foul up the third base line, and she'll try it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up next. Daly will readjust the dirt in the batter's box with her feet. Set up. And Lovato. And she works from the right side of the pitching rubber, and she earns the strikeout. And there's 2 down. And I think we're going to see a change for the Lady Tigers, and it's going to be Miranda Schlupp who's going to come on and try for the Lady Tigers. And so Schlupp will try and make something happen here with 2 down. So Schlupp will step in. So the base is empty. And 2 down and a swing and a miss from Schlupp. 0-1. There's the pitch. And that one will miss low, maybe a bit outside, 1-1. Lovato looks in. And here it comes. And a bunt that's popped up. And, oh, boy, very nearly a tough play there for Piedra Vista as Lovato and the catcher, Snyder, collided, but it was a soft collision, and the ball was caught by Snyder, and the inning is over. So the Lady Tigers, again, unable to come up with anything against Lovato. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning with Alamogordo and Piedra Vista scoreless. Thank our Lady Tiger Fast Pitch sponsors. Zuni Electric, Hometown Solar, all parts and labor are from right here in New Mexico, providing no-pressure free estimates. Call 575-437-6514. Seaberg Dermatology, accepting new patients and most insurances at 10th and Washington, 575-437-4533. Ochoa Stucco, custom stucco jobs. Call for an estimate, 575-442-6745. First National Bank, whether it's the purchase of a new car, a vacation, or the growth of your business, they can tailor a loan to meet your needs. FNB4U.com. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Lady Tiger Fast Pitch on Alamo Sports and Talk. Call financial advisor Megan Wade at 575-434-5850 for all your investment needs. And Pioneer Abstract and Title Company, 909 Delaware Avenue in Alamogordo. Call 575-437-5810. It is the bottom of the 6th inning, and we have no score still. It has been a mirror copy of the first game. Maybe not quite as many strikeouts for either side, but it has definitely been very similar, and no runs being the biggest thing that is the most similar part of this is nobody's been able to figure out the pitchers. And hey, listen, there's been a lot of at-bats. Both teams have seen Lessentine, have seen Lovato. They know what to expect, and I mean, and that just a lot of credit to Lessentine and Lovato and their skill level to be able to come through and lock down these lineups. And the first pitch in there for a called strike to Danica Wilson, who struck out and popped out in her first 2 at-bats. Third time through the order here for Piedra Vista. And that's going to miss just a little bit high. 1-1. Lessentine looks in, and here it comes, and fouled off by Wilson, out of play behind home plate, and the count is 1-2. Scoreless in the bottom of the 6th inning. Piedra Vista with 4 hits in the game. Lady Tigers have 1. And this one is hit in the air towards left field, but it's going to get out of play up the third base side. Ruiz gave chase, but ran out of room. Count remains 1-2 to the lefty Wilson, as they bring that softball back in, and umpire stashes it in his bags at his hips. And we're ready to go. Lesson team. Arms way over her head into her motion, and again fouled off. This will get out of play up the third base side again. And the count will stay 1-2. And we had a softball. I think that was thrown. That was the one that just fouled off and was thrown back in. And a couple of extra practice swings for Wilson as she comes back into the box. Here's the pitch. And again, getting a piece of it. And again, out of play over on the third base side. And this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat on a 1-2 count. Lady Tigers and Lady Panthers, again, rolling through a pitcher's duel. Who's going to come up with a big hit? And here's a ground ball right back to the circle. Easy play for Lessentine. Tosses on to first. And there's one down. I think Piedra Vista had 2 hits the entire game in game 1 and then came up with a single. There was the pass ball, and then it was another single, and that was all she wrote. And we're getting to that part of the game once again that, you know, the pressure's going to be on the Lady Tigers knowing that 1 run and Piedra Vista walks out of here with a win. Lady Tigers won't have a chance to answer back. They will if there is something that happens in this inning as Landry Bales comes up. A couple of strikeouts for her, and the pitch is going to miss inside. Counts 1-0. And I don't know if that would make a difference one way or the other if the Lady Tigers were the home team. And it's a coin toss. It's just how it goes. And if they went by seeding, Alamogordo would be the away team anyway. So they're the 5 and Piedra is the 4. So it's kind of no big deal. As this one's fouled off and out of play, and that one heads back over towards the field behind us where, not sure if it's Artesia Lovington or Artesia Gallup that's playing over there. But I know Artesia's one of the teams. Alamogordo's hoping to be playing on that field here in about 45 minutes to an hour against Centennial. Got a great chance to do so. And here's a ground ball to left side. Nice play by Amani Kosum as she snags that on the in-between hop. It was coming down to the ground, and she grabbed it and tossed it on to first. Really good defensive play from Amani Kosum. And those are the kind of plays that are going to be crucial here late on for the Lady Tigers, is being rock solid defensively, and there's a perfect example of that as Kosum makes a fine play, and there's 2 down, especially on a 2-0 pitch there. Isabella Jesse comes to the plate. She's got a single, and she's going to watch that one right at the knees for a called strike, and it's 0-1. And maybe Alamogordo can reverse it. Maybe in the top of the 7th inning they can have the big at-bats and come out of there with the lead. Here's a ground ball to third again. Easier play for Kosum as she takes it and tosses it on to first. Much more on the routine side. So 3 ground outs, and the inning is over. In order, down goes Piedra Vista, and we are through 6 complete, and we head to the 7th. No score. It's been another great one here between Piedra Vista and Alamogordo. We'll come back after a break. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Do you need a what loan? Life is messy and things come up. Maybe your graduate needs a used car. Maybe the laptop died. Maybe you're getting ready to furnish a dorm room. Or maybe your kids have outgrown every item of clothing they own. Again. Local Credit Union belongs to you. They offer loans for all of the what that happens in life. Apply online at localcreditunion.com or stop by and see the loan department. Local Credit Union, 9th and Washington, member NCUA.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 12:30, 101.9. Maylee Herrera, ground ball foul up the first base side. And are we 0-2 or is it 0-2? Yeah. Okay. 0-2 the count. I was trying to do two things at once. Yeah, you try to do the social media thing. I will say that Loving did finish off Tularosa 13-1. And so the Lady Cats will come home with the red trophy after they fall today to Loving. In dirt. And 1-2 to Herrera. Again, Herrera's had good at-bats. Drew a walk. Had a long at-bat in the fourth inning. And this would be the hitter I would want at the plate to try and set the table and get something started for the Lady Tigers. She almost did the other day. She had a double, and the Lady Tigers unfortunately weren't able to bring her in. She's going to get this one into shallow left field. It's going to fall. It's a base hit. And Herrera gets on, and the Lady Tigers have a base runner. Just the second hit surrendered by Lovato. A flare over the third baseman's head and just died right on the edge of the dirt and got into the infield grass. That was a difficult play for the right fielder Bales to try to get to as Herrera goes opposite way. And we've got speed on the base pass, and we've got time called as the Piedra Vista coach is going to come out and talk to his pitcher. Let's thank our sponsors one more time. King's Treasure. All proceeds benefit Pregnancy Resources Plus, 1500 North White Sands. First American Bank, 1300 North White Sands Boulevard, 575-439-9800. Online at firstamericanbanknm.com. Sparkland Splash Pool and Spa Service, the only BioGuard distributor in Otero County, 718 10th Street, Suite C, 575-430-8409. Thrive in Southern New Mexico helps to bring together businesses, organizations, nonprofits, and individuals to support a thriving community. 575-437-8400. Let's ThriveNM.com. And Alamogordo Flower Company and the Candy Store has flowers for Mother's Day coming up Sunday. That will suit any style. Offering Mother's Day delivery to Alamogordo. 575-434-2600. AlamogordoFlowerCo.com. 9th in Texas, next to Print Plus. Thank you again to all of our sponsors and all of our sponsors throughout the year for Tiger Sports. We appreciate you. All right, here we go. Runner on first and nobody out. Top of the seventh with Mariah Granados at the plate. And time going to be called. And a long wait to get the pitch in. That was after they spent time talking things over in the circle. A bunt attempt, and the pitch will be low. And it's 1-0 to Granados. Mariah reached on a single in the fourth. She put down a bunt to make that happen. So somebody who's had a success bunt against Lovato, but a swing and a miss. Runner does not go, and it's 1-1. A senior at the plate in a huge moment, trying to make it happen for the Lady Tigers. The 1-1. Bunt, and it's going to go foul. Oh, it was a great one from Granados. And give credit to the third baseman, Cadrain, who let it go. And it was eking up the line. It was right there. And saw Coach Ronnie Reyes give the signal with his thumb and his index finger is that close. And it really was. It was scooting up that third base line, and it got close to hitting the bag before it went foul, but it did not. And so very, very close there for Mariah Granados. And she comes back to the plate with a 1-2 count. Herrera goes back to first. Top of 7 and no score. Another thriller between these two sides. Here's the pitch. And she gets into it. It's out to left field. Will it stay fair? Doesn't matter. It's caught. And may have been into foul territory anyway, but it will be the first out of the inning. So Lessentine comes up. She has struck out, and she popped out on a bunt attempt in her last at-bat. And Lessentine trying to help her own cause here. Hasn't had a lot of success between the two games against Lovato, but now would be the time. And she pops it up. But it's center field is going to fall. It will. Herrera has got to hustle to get to second. She will. And so it's first and second for the Lady Tigers as Herrera gets there. She had to hold at first because the ball was definitely popped up enough that it was going to give the fielder a chance. And I think we're going to see a courtesy runner for Lesson team. As Coach Charlene Reyes is going to come over and we'll see who it is. It's going to be, are they going to leave Sid on? No, I guess they're not going to put a courtesy runner in. I think there was going to be a quick discussion there. Sid's got great speed, so. But another single, 2 hits in the inning for the Lady Tigers, and they've got a great chance here. As Evans will come up and got to be swinging away at this point with 1 out. Even if you move that runner up with 2 outs. Yep, she does bunt, brings it back. No strike call, so it's 1-0. Evans looking for her first hit, a ground out and a strikeout in her 2 tries. This is the Lady Tigers' best opportunity. They haven't had a runner in scoring position all game long. But now's the opportunity. Just have to close out 1/2 inning if they can get a run across. Here comes to Evans. Swings and misses, 1-1. Alexis Rodriguez in the on-deck circle for Alamo. Evans settles in. Here's the pitch. Looking for a bunt. And, that one just died, and it went foul up the first base side. It was looking pretty good for a second, but would have been a difficult play had both the first baseman and the catcher charging on it. And so Evans will have to swing away now. 2 little flares have been the singles in this inning. Shallow left field, shallow center. The Lady Tigers would definitely take another one here. Actually, I think they'd like something driven. It would make the runner's decision a little bit easier. Swing and a miss, and she strikes out. 2 down. So to bring up Alexis Rodriguez for a last chance to take advantage of this opportunity for Alamogordo. And looks like Piedra Vista is wanting to readjust defensively. I don't really see anybody moving. One positive here, though, is that the runners can go on contact. So even if it's another flare, Herrera can just go and not worry about it. Just got to put it in play here for the Lady Tigers. And a check swing, but it's a called strike right in there, 0-1. Rodriguez had a big double earlier today off the wall against La Cueva. Could use something like that here. You know, she's got the ability to do it. Lovato trying to keep this a scoreless game for Piedra Vista. Here's the pitch, and she fouls this one off, out of play. And it's 0-2. She did get into a nice battle with Lovato earlier. Went to an 8-pitch at bat, but she eventually struck out. Here comes the pitch from Lovato. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. So a couple of flare singles. Lady Tigers get a runner in scoring position for the first time. And now comes the challenge of heading to the bottom of the 7th. We'll see what happens if we go to extras. Or will Piedra Vista find a way like they did on Thursday? Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk.
Hometown pride. At the Winner's Circle, we've got a lot of it. Your one-stop shop for high school sports apparel, letter jackets, polos, hats, and so much more. Get custom embroidery, special t-shirt prints, and plaques. Need something for your business, team, or personal use? We've got you covered.
Hey, this is Alfred.
This is Angelo
From the Winner's Circle. It's time to get out and support Alamogordo Tigers and all area teams. Stop by for a Tiger t-shirt and let's fill the stands.
Go Tigers! Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street.
Join OFCU for Celebrate the Freedom of Savings event. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering personal loans as low as 7.99% APR. Vehicle purchases or refinance vehicle loans start as low as 4.99% APR. Start saving today. Apply online at www.oterofcu.org. Offer starts May 17th through May 23rd. Limited time offer. All loans subject to credit approval. Not all will qualify for lowest rate. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 12:30, 101.9. Piedra Vista to the plate. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning, and just like Thursday, it's no score. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the order for Piedra Vista. This is part of the order that had success and came away with the win the other day. And a pitch misses high and outside, and it's 1-0. Sledge, Stevens, and Snyder. Stevens was the one with the walk-off single on Thursday. Each team trying to keep their season alive. And again, high into the backstop. And it's 2-0. The Lessentine will take a little bit of extra beat for the next pitch and walks back to the back edge of the circle. Toes the rubber now. And the 2-0. And a swing and a miss. And she gets herself back in the at-bat here with 2-1. Sledge has got a single. Stevens has a single. Order has had some of the minimal success against Lessentine. Of course, neither lineup has had a whole lot to speak of. And a check swing. She did not go. 3-1. So 3-1 count. With the leadoff hitter. And the pitch. And she draws the walk. It's at the letters. And Piedra Vista's got a base runner in the bottom of the 7th. The winning run on the base pass. And that's going to bring out Coach Ronnie Reyes to talk to his infield. It's a similar situation. Gave up a single in that 7th inning Thursday. It was a pass ball, moved the runner up second, and then an RBI. And Stevens is the person at the plate. If Piedra Vista wants to be aggressive and maybe try to steal. A lot of things to watch for. Pretty quick visit. High fives all around for the Lady Tiger infield. And before he heads back to the dugout, Coach Ronnie Reyes, a couple of quick words to Sydney Lessentine and then a few more things to say to Mariah Granados, the catcher. And we're ready to go. Now, if you're Piedra Vista, you're happy with the person you have at the plate in this spot. She came through on Thursday. Does she have something more in here? But she swings and misses 0-1. Now that we write a little bit of a different story here in the second matchup between these two teams. Didn't play all season long, but 2 games in a matter of a day or so. Swing and a miss, and Lessentine quickly gets ahead in the count 0-2. Good settling down there for Lessentine after giving up the leadoff walk. Rockets 2 directly by Stevens. And here comes the 0-2. And she strikes her out. Lessentine with another strikeout. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 now for Sid. 12 strikeouts for Lessentine. Double digits for the 4th straight game. This one hit to the left side, and it's just off the glove of Kosum. And it's runners on first and second with 1 out. E5 for the Lady Tigers. And just like that, a runner in scoring position for Piedra Vista. Bottom of the 7th and needing just the 1. And it'll be Reagan Worth coming to the plate. She struck out her first time up. She was pinch hit for in the 5th inning by Hood. And she is going to lace up her left cleat again. She steps into the box. Well, then she's going to go back over and talk to her coach again. And he taps her on the helmet a couple of times, and the lefty will step in. Single, or I should say walk, and then error. And Piedra Vista will be trying to bunt in this spot. She's squaring around to bunt. And that pitch is in there for a called strike as she watches it in. Oh, and 1 to Worth. Lessentine looks in. And again in there for a strike as Worth falls behind 0-2. And now she'll have to swing away. A very dangerous Brooke Cadrain is in the on-deck circle for Piedra Vista. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and struck her out. 13 now for Lessentine. And Cadrain will come to the plate. 2 strikeouts and a pop-out. But arguably Piedra Vista's best hitter coming to the plate with runners on first and second in the bottom of the 7th. Did we get extras, or does Piedra Vista find a way to get another 1-0 win over the Lady Tigers? Here's the pitch from Sid. And that's right in there for a strike, 0-1. Well, we could watch these two teams play softball anytime. It's been really entertaining. Here comes the 0-1. Down and in. And the count evens at 1-1. Lesson ready to come to the plate. Swing and a miss. Goddard chased one up and out of the zone. And it's 1-2. Lessentine looking for a 3rd strikeout of the inning. She'll take it out any way she can get it here. Both teams have threatened in the 7th inning. Lady Tigers couldn't cash in. And that one will miss at the letters. And that time, Cadrain able to hold off 2-2. Winner of this game plays Centennial pretty much directly after this one finishes. I think they'll get a bit of a break, but and that one is going to miss, maybe a little low, a little inside, and the count runs full now, 3-2. Full count with runners on first and second, and no score in the bottom of the 7th. And Piedra Vista at the plate. Lessentine into her motion. Here's the pitch. It's high, and she draws the walk. So it's bases loaded now with 2 down. And it'll bring up Emma Lovato. And Coach Reyes yelling out some instructions. Outfield's playing pretty short. So Lovato with the chance to win it for her side. And she's going to watch that one miss inside. 1-0. I think Piedra Vista fans thought that might have skimmed her there. It was close. Obviously a hit-by pitch would end the game. But the base is 2 out. And a ground ball to the right side. That is through. And the game is over, and the Lady Tigers give up the walk-off hit again. I couldn't tell if Evans was able to even get her glove on that, but it got through. And the Lady Tigers, again, fall in walk-off fashion to Piedra Vista for the second time in this tournament, and they fall 1-0. So we'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.
Tularosa Communication is now offering the smart Wi-Fi with built-in network security and enhanced parental controls. Do you have kids at home that you want to protect from overexposure on the internet? Block content, set internet time limits, or app and website restrictions for each family member in the house. Get notified when you have a network intrusion and reroute bandwidth to devices that matter the most, all from an app on your phone. Take control of your internet with Tularosa Communications. Visit tularosa.net or call 585-2700 for more information.
Do you need a what loan? Life is messy and things come up. Maybe your graduate needs a used car. Maybe the laptop died. Maybe you're getting ready to furnish a dorm room. Or maybe your kids have outgrown every item of clothing they own. Again, Local Credit Union belongs to you. They offer loans for all of the what that happens in life. Apply online at localcreditunion.com or stop by and see the loan department. Local Credit Union, 9th and Washington, member NCUA.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not so small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Hometown pride. At the Winter Circle, we've got a lot of it. Your one-stop shop for high school sports apparel, letter jackets, polos, hats, and so much more. Get custom embroidery, special t-shirt prints, and plaques. Need something for your business, team, or personal use? We've got you covered.
Hey, this is Alfred.
This is Angelo from the Winter Circle.
It's time to get out and support Alamogordo Tigers and all area teams. Stop by for a Tiger t-shirt and let's fill the stands.
Go Tigers! Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As the Alamogordo Lady Tigers come up just short again to Piedra Vista, 1-0 the final. Had a good opportunity in the top half of the inning as they were able to come up with runners on first and second with one out and couldn't make it happen. And then the Lady Tigers give up a walk and an error, another walk, and then it's a base hit to right field. And the Lady Tigers are eliminated from the Class 5A state playoffs with the 1-0 Piedra Vista win. Pretty much a mirror image of the first game. There were a few things a little bit different, but the Lady Tigers, they had their best opportunity in the top of the seventh. Piedra Vista had a couple of good opportunities late in the bottom of the sixth, and it wasn't the sixth. What was it was in the fifth inning, and then in the seventh inning as well to give themselves the best chance there. So, but Piedra Vista gets the win. They'll play Centennial. That'll be over on the main field coming up a little bit later on. And the Lady Tigers will wrap up their season, but a Final Four season for the Alamogordo Lady Tigers, and just unfortunately couldn't get past PV in this tournament. They're essentially the ones that knocked them out of the postseason. Sidney Lestine, another fine effort, 13 strikeouts. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits in this game. She had double-digit strikeouts in every game here. Was fantastic. And a lot of other players played really well. The Lestine played well in terms of hitting. Alexis Rodriguez had a great tournament. Maylee Herrera and Mariah Granados. Amani Kosum, Alyssa Bautista. A lot of them really had good plays at the plate and made it a very interesting tournament, to say the least, for the Lady Tigers. So that'll do it for our broadcast, and we certainly appreciate you tuning in to Lady Tiger Fast Pitch here at the state tournament. Lady Tigers fall to Piedra Vista 1-0. Our state tournament sponsors, First American Bank, Pioneer Abstract and Title Company, Edward Jones, Alamogordo Flour Company and the Candy Store, First National Bank, Thrive in Southern New Mexico, Ochoa Stucco, Sparkland Splash Pool and Spa Service, Seaburger Dermatology, King's Treasure, and Zuni Electric. and our sponsors all season long for Tiger Sports. We appreciate you, First National Bank, Loco Credit Union, Otero Federal Credit Union, Tularosa Communications, and the Winner's Circle. We appreciate all of them for all they've done for us. So that's going to do it for another season for Tiger Broadcasts. We'll be back in the fall with football. We look forward to that. And, of course, we still got some more sports to wrap up here in the Albuquerque area. We'll mention that the Tularosa Lady Cats lost 13-1 to Loving in the 5th game of the Single A AA State Championship. So they bring home the Red Trophy, and we'll finish in second. Let me see if I can get a score for you guys on Tularosa and Loving baseball. They started at 1, and there is no final score as posted yet, so they might still be playing. We know baseball games can take quite a while, so that one technically could very well still be going there. So we'll be sure to let you guys know what happened. And then, of course, Alamogordo boys and girls track and field, as they are over at the University of New Mexico. They'll be competing today and then wrapping up tomorrow. Lady Tigers looking for their 3rd consecutive state championship. We'll see if they're able to make that happen. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. And your final score, the number 4-seeded Piedra Vista Lady Panthers 1, the number 5 seed Alamo Lady Tigers 0. And so long from Rio Rancho. Thanks for listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
No roadblocks are scheduled today on Highway 70, 54 South, or 380. For the latest roadblock information, call 575-678-1178. Tonight's forecast, increasing clouds with a slight chance of showers up the mountains. In Alamogordo, low 58, Cloudcroft, low 41. For Saturday, partly sunny, becoming mostly cloudy, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms.